Happy Sunday and welcome to Doing It with the DeWitts. This week we have some good recipes or ideas in store for you. I'm really excited. You know, busts like the Brunswick stew. You win some, you lose some. Today we have all of our windows open. We've been outside. The seasonal depression is leaving me. I'm more enthusiastic to be here with you today. On the menu, we have lasagna tonight. I'm gonna whip up some lasagna. I kind of already got it started off camera, so you guys didn't have to watch me cook up all the hamburger. We'll come back to that. Monday, we're gonna make a whole chicken in the crock pot. And Tuesday, we're just gonna have some tacos. We were supposed to have them last week, but we didn't because my man took me out for Valentine's Day. Shout out to my man. So we gotta use up some of that hamburger. Okay, Wednesday, we're having slaw dogs. Again, I don't really have a lot of prep for the slaw dogs. We can talk about them later. Thursday, we're gonna have an Italian sheet pan with some boneless thighs. Friday, I need to use up some of my tomato soup that I made fresh back in the fall. It's been frozen. I'm ready for spring and summer food. So I'll probably make some ham and cheese sandwiches with those. So hopefully today's video will be a little bit shorter than last week's. Balling up all those meatballs took me a minute. So, and then Saturday we're gonna have a creamy cheesy tortellini. So let's get started tonight on our lasagna. All I did without you was brown up my hamburger and my Italian sausage. You don't have to use Italian sausage. You can use all Italian sausage. It's totally up to you. We like to mix it. I do about 1.5 pounds of regular hamburger and then about 1 pound of Italian sausage. I just seasoned it up with our smash burger seasoning that you know I love so much. Some Italian seasoning. I cooked that up, I drained the grease, and then I mixed in our Meyer spaghetti sauce. I used up my homemade spaghetti sauce a long time ago because it was just so dang good. So we're stuck with store-bought. It is what it is. I also went ahead and I greased our pan here, and I put a thin layer of our marinara sauce on the bottom. We are using the bake ready lasagna noodles. You don't have to use these, you can do whatever you want. Me, I'm here for the simple journey this week, because this week has got to be better than last week. Not with the food prep, just the week in general. Okay, so as you can see, we got our thin layer of sauce on the bottom for those noodles, and got my layer. I am just going to put a layer of our meat. Ooh, cast iron stays hot for so long. We're meating it up. Oops, we lost a little bit. Thin layer of meat. I am going to use cottage cheese. You can use cottage cheese. You can use ricotta. I want to know what you do use though. I'm curious. Maybe I'm not going about this the right way. Maybe using all Italian sausage is the way to go. I don't know. Tell me what you do. I have to know these things, or y'all just got me out here looking weird. Ooh, what is that? Oh, big chunk of tomato. All right, we're just spreading around our meat sauce here over our noodles. All right, looks pretty well spread out. I'm gonna take our cottage cheese and we're gonna put that on top. I'm using the same spoon. You can use another spoon, probably should. I'm gonna put a pretty decent thick layer of this cottage cheese on top of our meat. I don't think I've ever even used ricotta cheese in my lasagna, but I know it's a very common option, probably preferred. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. We don't know nothing different around here. It could be the bee's knees and I just don't know it. Just spreading out our cottage cheese a little bit. Want to make sure it's getting on our corners. Oh, just a dab more over here. Don't want to miss it. I pretty much used about a half of this just on our first layer. All right. Next layer. More noodles. Oh, duh. Cheese. I have mozzarella and provolone because Myers was out of just mozzarella. So take that. Put some cheese on top of our cheese. Cheese on top of the cheese. Cheese on top of the cheese. A little bit more. Just to be fancy, I'm going to sprinkle some oregano if I can find it. Over that. Bang, bang, bang. You can use parsley. You can completely not do this. Maybe it's for looks, maybe it's for taste. I don't know, but we're doing it. All right. Making sure we're going to have enough. Okay. More noodles. Need a half. Okay. Probably the rest of our meat and sauce. It smells so good. I try to make a lasagna about every, I don't know, I want to say like 3 months. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. I always overstuff my pan and it ends up dripping all over my oven every time. Every time. Can't help it. It just be like that. Oof, I gotta spread this out better. Hang on. Gotta make sure those noodles are covered so they cook. Cook up good. All right, it's looking pretty good. Done with that. The rest of our cottage cheese. Bang, bang, bang. I just realized that the TV was still on. I was gonna turn that off. Nobody's even in here. Everybody's outside. I could still probably use more cottage cheese, but this is definitely a little bit of a thinner layer than our other layer. It's all gonna taste the same, okay? Guess what? I took out the trash. So, making improvements. Learning as we go. Spreading out our cottage cheese over our meat. More of our mozzarella provolone. Oh, I did cook up some onions with our hamburger and sausage mixture. I was just trying to save us some time. Don't be mad because I did it without you. Maybe you'll appreciate the video being shorter today. Maybe you like them long. I don't know. This isn't enough. We need more cheese. More cheese, please. Cheese.
So smart, and she's always like a million steps ahead, so that I can worry about like what's happening in the present.
Perfect.
Like I'm really good at working
Almost.
and she's really good about like drawing.
Okay. Sprinkle some oregano on top, or don't. Use parsley, or don't. Sorry, the windows are open, so I'm not used to hearing all these outside noises. we go. Our lasagna is ready. I'm gonna serve this up with some salad, and I can prep that off camera. No biggie. I'll cover it with foil, bake it. Hi, are you having fun outside?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. And me and Dad go on a bike ride without you.
You went on a bike ride without me?
Yeah.
How rude.
Yeah.
Okay, next we're gonna do a whole chicken in the crock pot. I typically bake my whole chickens in the oven. It's more of like a weekend thing for us, but I am gonna attempt it in the crock pot. Already in our crock pot, I have like 4 to 5 potatoes rolled up in foil, because you know I gotta roll up my potatoes in foil. Why am I like this? I don't know. In the bottom, that way our chicken will be sitting on top of our potatoes instead of just like stewing and all the juices on the bottom. So when this is done cooking, excuse me, I'm a very gassy lady, I do apologize. When this is done cooking in the crock pot, when I get home, I'll put the oven on broil. Sorry, Vivian's crawling around being silly. I will put this in the oven on broil just to crisp up that skin a little bit. So, I have a whole chicken here. It says it's 100% natural from the Myers. Who knows if it really is or not, but this is what we got. My kitchen scissors are in the dishwasher. I avoided my responsibilities in dishes. I think it might have been 3-4 days. So I've had to run the dishwasher 2 times. By the end of tonight, it'll be 3. This knife ain't gonna cut it. Let's try another one. I'm gonna take this over to the sink and pat off some of these, pour some of these chicken juices down there. BRB. It's a juicy chicken. You can rinse your chicken if you want. I am not a chicken rinser. Don't know. Nobody ever did it growing up, but I hear of people doing it. Do you rinse your chicken? Answer in the comments. Stop ignoring my questions. We got our chicken here. I am gonna pat it dry a little bit. Just gonna pat her up, dry up that skin a little bit, make some room. Flipping it over. I don't know if there's anything inside of this. Yes, there is. I'm gonna take out all the bits and fry them up for the dogs later. And when I say later, nobody knows, but I'll get to it. Alright, let's take our bits out. There's not a lot in here. I don't know. I'm missing bits, I think. I'm not a professional, but I'm pretty sure I'm missing like neck. I don't know. This isn't even worth me cooking up for the dogs. Sorry, dogs. I guess I could give it to them raw, but. Okay, I'm going to put 2 whole carrots in here. I would normally put some celery and some potatoes and some lemon in here and some like other herbs and spices. I don't have everything for all of that this time. I'm really trying to use what I have. So we've got our carrots in there. I do have some lemon juice that I'm going to use to kind of like rub on after we season it. We have a roasted garlic and herb McCormick's. They're usually my go-to. McCormick's gets me. Hydration station. Okay, I'm gonna spray it with our avocado oil once I find it. Here we go. Just generously spray it. I probably could put some celery in here. I think I will have enough left over. Next week we're gonna make a beef and vegetable soup. So I did get some celery for that already. I'm sure I'll have plenty. But I'm not going back to the fridge. Alright, rubbed her up. I will also probably put some butter on top of this before I roast it in the oven. Of course, this lemon juice is closed. Alright, we got our roasted herb and garlic McCormick's. Just going to rub that onto our chicken. Real good. I don't want no bland chicken up in here. I don't want my husband to ask me for a divorce. So, we're gonna keep him well fed. Alright? That's how I get him to stay. Rub it real good. That and my personality is just fire. Flip it. I've had this dry, but still pretty juicy. Oof. It's a big chicken. I didn't even look to see how many pounds it is. I'm just seasoning the other side of our chicken. Like I said, I have never cooked a whole chicken in the crock pot before. I typically would do this on the weekend and just roast it, bake it, whatever, in the oven. So I hope this turns out really good. I'm thinking that after it's done in the crock pot and I put it in the oven to crisp up that skin a little bit, hoping you won't be able to tell the difference. I wish I had some more stuff to put. I had to use the potatoes for the bottom. I'm trying not to use up all the celery. I never got any more lemons after I made that chicken lemon orzo soup last week, which was really good. Okay, it looks, the other side looks like I never even did anything with it. There we go. Okay, that should be good. I'm going to put it on top of our rolled up potatoes. I will unwrap the potatoes from the foil. Ooh, I'm just trying to get it to stay. And make mashed potatoes with them. Okay, next is the tacos. Off camera, all I'm gonna do is whip up some taco seasoning and season our beef. Excuse me. And season our beef, and then we'll just have all the taco fixins with it. I don't usually struggle too too hard during the week with tacos. Just coming home and cooking up the hamburger and cutting up some veggies, serving them up. Usually not too hard. Okay, I am gonna preheat the oven for my lasagna real quick because I do want to get that in soon. It's going on 4 o'clock. Every week I have such good intentions to wake up and get the video started early, and it just never happens. Okay. Slaw dogs on Wednesday. Okay, so if you've never had a slaw dog and you do like coleslaw, I recommend. One thing I do a little bit differently with my slaw dogs is I like to cook up the hot dogs on the grill, and then I like to just do a really thin layer of barbecue sauce. I'm gonna do some homemade slaw, but it's not as homemade as I would like it to be. I ain't got time for all that right now. In another world, I'm out here doing all the things homemade, but reality. So I just bought like a shredded bag of like coleslaw mix, and then I have the Marzetti coleslaw dressing. I will mix that up on Wednesday. So moving on to Thursday. Wow, we're already on Thursday. Look at us. We're gonna have an Italian sheet pan with our boneless thighs. This sounds good. This looks good. This sounds good. I'm really excited for it. I'm gonna move over some of this stuff. I've made like a bunch of different versions of this, but not this one in specific. I don't think I've ever added tomatoes, but we're gonna try it. So what I'm gonna do is season all of our vegetables. I'm gonna put all of our vegetables in here, season them up. I'm gonna dump them on the pan, and then I'm separately going to season and marinate our chicken, put it in another one of these, leave it separately. So then all we'll have to do is I'm gonna go ahead and dump the vegetables on the sheet pan, put it in the refrigerator. That'll be ready. So then all we'll have to do is like reorganize it and throw in our chicken, and then pop it in the oven. So I need another cutting board. Okay. First hydration. I don't think I've ever put carrots with this before, but I have 1 carrot left, so I want to use it up. I'm gonna cut this carrot in half down the middle. Half a carrot. And then just some chunks. It's just gonna add a little bit of carrot to it. I didn't have to, but I did want to use this up. Carrots. I'm gonna do this whole red onion because I love onions. 1 whole red onion. I'm gonna cut that baby up. I'm gonna try to like leave it in chunks instead of like really thin slices. I would like, ideally, obviously, for everything in this recipe to cook evenly. And I don't want my squash to be overdone. So we'll see how this turns out. My onions uneven. Oof. I'm not gonna cry. They say to breathe through your mouth. So now I'm just gonna be out here looking like a mouth breather. Or to have something wet by like your cutting board or something. I think that works pretty well, but we don't have time for that. We cut our red onion in half, and then I'm just going to make some chunks like this. Really, once I marinate this and start mixing everything up, my chunks are probably gonna come undone anyway, but whew. Got our onion. I have a zucchini squash. I got a green one. I had a yellow squash in my Meijer cart. Myers gave me my yellow squash, but it was very spongy. So I'm gonna take it back and I will add that later. You don't have to add the yellow squash. I was just kind of doing it because I like squash and I like how colorful it makes it. So here goes our zucchini squash. Okay, next we're gonna do an orange bell pepper. Hopefully we have enough room. I always think I have big enough containers and I never do. We're winging it. I already rinsed it. Don't be talking about me. Again, I'm just gonna do some chunks. You can add some different color peppers, leave out the peppers, what sounds good to you. Tell me, I wanna know. Don't ignore me. Just did some long, big slices of the pepper. Gosh, I swore this was gonna be big enough. Why? I'm just gonna go ahead and cut up these tomatoes and maybe season them separately. These are Roma tomatoes. You can use whatever. You cannot do the tomato. Just cutting them up pretty big, pretty thick. I want them to cook evenly. I'll just put these on the sheet. And maybe add a little dash more of seasoning once I get all this stuff mixed up. I tried to be prepared. I thought I had a good thing going. Roma tomatoes. I think I had like four, maybe 5. I'm cutting them all in half. Cutting them in half and then cutting those halves in half. Depending on how big the tomato is, I suppose. Last one. Half. Thirds. I have no idea what's on this TV right now. All right. Something fell in the sink. If you know me personally, you know I am very jumpy. I'm a jumpy girl. We are going to season our veggies, minus the tomatoes, with some dried Italian dressing and recipe mix. I also have like an Italian little grinder you can use. You can use any seasonings you want. But I do recommend seasoning your food well if you want your man to stay. I'm gonna spray these a little bit. My pan, or the sheet pan, is already lubed up, but I just want to make sure that these, I'm only gonna use about half of this because I need the other half for another recipe. That's probably good. Put the lid on. I never opened up the lemon juice and put it on our chicken. I'll have to do that. I'm just gonna go set this lemon juice over by our chicken. You guys are supposed to remind me. Just setting it over here. Okay, so vegetables, shake this up a little bit.
We were trying to push the boundaries of style in both storytelling and the camera.
We have some Kalamata olives that are gonna go on here as well. I just didn't season those because those are already have a strong flavor to them. I guess I'll take the Italian grinder and do the tomatoes, maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, oregano, I don't know, whatever I'm feeling. I don't want to over season these vegetables. I still want them to differentiate the taste between them. I'm just gonna dump this on here. Smells good. Just gonna mix it around a little bit. I hope you can see this. Does it look pretty? Hopefully you can see that. And we're still gonna add some feta and our Kalamata olives. I am just gonna give this a shot of seasoning for the tomatoes. There's my oven for the lasagna, BRB. I am gonna throw that in real quick. I skipped lunch again. I don't know why I keep skipping lunch every Sunday, and then I get here with you and I'm starving to death. Alright, that's going in on 375 for a half hour. When the half hour is up, I'll take the foil off of the top and put it back in for about another 10-15, just to get that cheese nice and melty on the top. Okay, we're gonna put our Kalamata olives. I don't want all this liquid, but I don't want to drain the whole thing because I'm not gonna use them all. I drained the whole thing. Maybe I will use them all. I don't know. I don't want to overdo it because I don't really think my kids are gonna eat these, but I like them. My man likes them. About half. I'm gonna hit it with some more seasoning. Do our Italian. Do some onion powder. Just a little bit. Pepper. I'm not gonna do salt because I assume that Italian dressing already has a lot in it. Just a little bit of paprika, my go-tos. I'm sure after the last couple of weeks you guys have learned what some of my go-tos are. Some garlic, maybe. Why? Oh, not that side. Just a little bit. Oof, that ended up being a lot of it. Okay, and then we'll sprinkle our feta. This is just a 4 ounce. Is this 4 ounces? Yeah, 4 ounces of feta. And then we will get our chicken marinating in our Italian dressing. You could use Greek dressing with this if you wanted to. Don't judge me. Oh my gosh, either my nails are getting too long or they're just making these awfully difficult nowadays. Outdoor noises. I'm just gonna sprinkle the whole dang thing on here. Bam! Lost a little bit of the feta. You can use a different cheese, you don't have to use feta. We do like feta around here. Here we go. I'm gonna put this aside. Okay, now we're just gonna marinate our boneless chicken thighs. I have a family pack. I'm gonna use the whole pack. These go quick in my house. I don't know if it's the dark meat or like whatever, but my kids will eat these better than they'll eat chicken breasts. I'm just gonna use the same container. There was just vegetables in it with Italian seasoning. Yeah. I'm just gonna throw these in here. You can use whatever seasoning you want. You can use whatever dressing you want. We're just going for the Italian. Perfect. Look at that. Perfection. I did it.
We both have worked very hard in our careers, and we are late mommies, and so I think
All right. Italian dressing. This is just Meyer brand. You can make your own. You can use something else. I'm probably just gonna dump this whole thing in here. It was not a completely full container of Italian dressing.
That's made it so much more doable to be able to kind of balance different things. Not that it's always easy or something, but that makes a huge difference.
I lost the lid. Ha! Found it. I'm gonna give this a nice shakety.
Those kids right now, they're all 17 months. Maybe you can hear Jack crying in the other room. That's a little heartbreaking because I want to go run and help. It is a massive luxury.
You can put some dry seasonings in here if you want to. I maybe overdo the seasoning. I don't know. I don't really get too many complaints on my seasoning. I might, when I organize this on my sheet pan, I might add some more seasonings on top. I don't know yet. I'm probably gonna dump out the rest of the marinade just because I don't want all of my I want my vegetables to roast a little bit more and not just be like boiling in these juices. And I don't want everything to taste the exact same. So that's just me. You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna set this aside. All right, what we got next? Oh yeah, okay, so our tomato soup, I have it in the freezer. I'm just trying to use it up. I worked really hard in the fall making a bunch of stuff out of tomatoes from my mother-in-law and my mom. This year our goal is to have our own garden, so hopefully I can make even more next year. So tomato soup with some like ham and cheeses, that's for Friday. That'll be a nice end to the week meal. Hopefully it's not, I'm sure it won't be too warm out that having soup will feel weird, so that's good. Last thing we're gonna prep today is a creamy, cheesy tortellini. This is a passionate penny pincher recipe per the usual. I usually do my own thing. But we'll start reading it and follow it and see what we want to add, take away, etc. So the recipe is for Italian sausage. So I will not be cooking that up right now. We will cook that when we get home. Oh wait, it's gonna be Saturday. I'll already be home. So I'll cook that up fresh on Saturday. We're just gonna mix up like the base of it. We'll let that cook in the crock pot. Hi, did you get all wet?
Yes, my socks get all wet.
Kids are soaked. Hopefully they had fun. So I'm just gonna do like the base of this tortellini and have it ready to go to just like dump in the crock pot, and then all we'll have to do is cook up our Italian sausage and then add our frozen tortellini to the crock pot just to bring everything together. So for our base, we're gonna need some onion.
Hi, it's me, Vivian SG.
Vivian SG.
Yes. Will
Vivian.
Will it be in my dance video? Yeah.
Okay, Vivers. There's Vivian SG. I don't know where the S or the G comes from.
It's G-R-P-I-A-N.
That's how she spells her name.
Yeah, and I'm the real
Okay, but your dad told you to go to the bathroom and wash your hands, I think? Go do that.
No, get new clothes because I'm all wet. Being all wet is wet.
I just sliced up an onion. I'm just gonna put everything in this container. I'm probably gonna do another onion. I like onion. Here's one. Here's two. I did not wash or even rinse off my cutting board. Judge me. Vegetables are vegetables. I don't know. E. coli do be getting spread, I think, through onions, right? Or salmonella. I don't know. I don't know. Just doing up another onion here.
It's okay not to be in control all the time. It's okay to be messy. It's okay to be loud. It's okay to be noticed. If you don't accept it, it's a curse. And then if you embrace it,
Onion. What else do we need? Oh, where'd it go? Onion. Spinach. Now, this is a bag of frozen spinach. I'm throwing the whole dang bag in here. I didn't even look to see how much that called for. I could use the rest for smoothies or something, but I probably won't. So the whole bag is going in. You can wait and put this in the day you make it and like leave it frozen. I am not doing that.
but it also has this much deeper thing of really being able to reach out and say, oh, it's okay. Like, if you're confused and feeling crazy and you don't know who you are and you might
Making a mess,
let yourself down, that's
as I do.
if that could be purified for even one kid out there, that would be really
That's the most of it. All right, what else do we need? Diced tomatoes. I'm trying not to break my nail. I need one of those automatic can openers, but I try not to be too lazy about it. And then that takes up counter space. And then that drives me insane. Clean counters, preferably. I am not going to drain this. It's going in. See if some of that will go to the bottom a little bit so we have more room for the rest of our stuff. Oh, cream cheese. Whole thing going in there. This isn't even really like a difficult meal that you have to prep. I mean, like I said, I'm making this on Saturday, so I could totally just throw this together, but anything to make my life a little bit easier along the way. Maybe I can never open anything. Hear that Disney in the background. I told myself to turn that TV off. Now here we are listening to whatever shenanigans. All right, whole block of cream cheese. I'm gonna chunk it up a little bit, just so I can get it under my nails, because I love that. The rest of our Italian seasoning is gonna go in here. When I go to actually like dump this and make this on Saturday, I'll probably add my usuals. If you don't know what my usuals are by now, you better get to watching my old videos. Push that down there a little bit. Cream cheese under the nails. Okay. And we need some chicken broth. I just used a dry measuring cup for my chicken broth instead of a regular measuring cup. You know what? It's too late now. And I'm running out of room in my container. Winning. I'm winning at this. That's awfully full. Let me see if I can mix this around a little bit and get some of this liquid to go to the bottom. If not, we can just add some more of our broth later when we go to throw it in the crock pot on Saturday. Ooh, almost lost it. We almost have as much as what the recipe calls for, so I'll probably, yeah, it's not really going down. That's all right. I'll add a little bit more. At least, I mean, we got some of it ready to go to dump into the crock pot. All right, so all we'll have to do is cook up that sausage and throw the tortellini in. That seemed easy today. Probably because I'm making a couple meals that don't really require a lot of prep, but I do thank you for being here with me today. I hope that you get something out of it, whether that be some just meal ideas or just a couple ideas to make your life a little bit easier trying to meal plan or prep for the week. I hope everyone has a good week, and I will see you next Sunday. We'll do it all again. Bye.